Good afternoon, crafty friends. How are you all? Woohoo! It's Monday day. So, Monday means the start of a fresh new week. We are live in a few different places. Last week we had a few little problems, didn't we? But hopefully Tim has got his tech head on and sorted it all out for us. So we'll see how it goes. How is everyone? Are we all okay? It's milder. Hello. All the sun is shining, I know, and it's mild-ish, milder. So we've got quite a few on, thankfully. So Monday is the beginning of the week. We have Mighty Monday today, craft and chat tonight. So wherever you are, thank you so much for joining me. Now, if you are on our regular social media platforms, can you do the necessary, the likes, the shares, the hearts? Let everybody know that we're live today. And if you're over on our TikTok page, I am saying a big hello to you. If you want to give us some, spam me some hearts, repost. There's the things that I'm using in our regular show are loaded onto TikTok. There's no price difference, so don't panic and switch platforms, because I've made sure that they are all the same. So we keep waving at everybody. So we've got Purple Zebra, we've got Philomena, we've got Sherilyn, like the live. Thank you guys. I hope you're all well. So again, 2 platforms, so you have to bear with. I'm still learning. Let's just get rid of this heavy die cutting machine for now. So I have linked product to the show that I am using today. So if you haven't got it and you're interested, of course, you can go ahead and shop if you want to. But equally, if you are on TikTok, the savings that are on there on my other items, guys, are eye-watering. They are so, so good. So check out the TikTok shop. I have pinned product to the show as well. So with some great price points. Our orders for TikTok have not been picked or packed yet. So if you want to get ahead, you can do that. And for all of our regulars, who I love dearly as well, we are battling our way through the orders, because obviously Becky wasn't here last week, so we're on mission catch up to sort it all out for you. So if you've still got an order on the box, you can add to order if you like. So I hope everyone's well. Liked and shared, says Leanne. Thank you so much. Hi Rolf, Simon, Margaret, Jill, Tina, Marilyn, Michaela, Carol, and then we've got Patricia Capriglione, New York. Wow. And then we've got Northern New York, Michelle Richardson. So lovely to have your company, guys. So Mighty Mondays, what are Mighty Mondays all about? It's the encouragement to use your stash. So it might be product of mine. Well, it always will be product of mine, but please do know that you do not have to have my product to watch my shows. If you love craft, who cares what craft you're using, right? If you spent a ton of money on somebody else's product, that's absolutely fine. Try and apply the technique to that. But if I show you anything and you like it, of course, you can buy it if you want to. So, we've got quite a few on today. What's up with you all? Is it school holidays? Are you all not at school? Let's have a look on TikTok too. So we've got Jackie on, we've got Jules on, Philomena, Marky, we have Alex, and we've got Kel. Hi lovely, hi guys. So repost, spam me some hearts, check out my TikTok shop that side, regulars, share, like, that's all different terminology. I think you're going to get the drift after time. So we are a digital platform that stream on lots of platforms. Now today, Mighty Monday, we're going to do some inky techniques. So we try and utilise our Mondays to incorporate maybe techniques or how to use products in more than one way, 2 ways, 3 ways. And today we're going to mess around with some ink and show you some creative backgrounds with your inks and a splash of water and things like that. We're going to do some acrylic block inky stampy as well. So it's just another way to create creative backgrounds without digging out all of your stash. You want to try a new technique, maybe you want to try something new, then this is a great way to do that. So we're going to need some ink pads, you're going to need some cardstock, it doesn't matter what cardstock either, a spray bottle with some water in, and let's just have some fun. So I don't think we might make a complete card, we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to grab some cardstock, some white, she says. Let's have a look what we've got going on here. So I've got some some cards already. These must have been from a kit I had spare. So these are like little A2 cards. So we'll work on these today, I think. Why the devil not? So let's take a few of these. So dig out your card blanks or your card stash. You need some ink, some spray, and you are literally good to go. Just moving forwards, Tim, on TikTok one, we should move that telly closer because I'm blind as a bat. You know, just pull it to the front, I could see it, that's it. Not now, for our next one though, because we're running hunky-dorily. We don't want to tempt fate, right, guys? So, thank you, darling. Cheers. So, I've got a couple, let's have a look what we've got going on here. So, card blanks, let's get some inks. Any inks? Whatever you've got in your stash, you've just got a whole bunch here. I've got a few minis as well. Our minis are super pigmented as well, so you get a lot out of these. So, a whole bunch of colour. Let's get rid of these plates for now. And we'll do some crafty fun, right? So, let's just get rid of these for now. Hi Jill, hi Jan, hi Margaret, Rolf, sorting your order out, darling. Iris McLennan, have a day off today, so watching live. Lovely to have your company live, thank you so much. So, let's just do some inky backgrounds. I'll show you a couple of ways or a couple of the tricks that I like to use for quick card making. But it's always nice to not have to dig everything out and just be messy. We can be cool with our craft, right? So I'm going to do, let's do some acrylic block stamping. So you're going to need an acrylic block, any size. I've just gone with this one, probably too big for the card actually. No, it's all right. So let's decide what colour. Let's do pink, teal for this one. So some of you may have done this technique before, some of you may never have seen it before. Are the re-inkers, Samantha? They are, with our new colours as well. As soon as I pay for those and those get sent, yes. So just stay tuned for those. Barbara says, I only just made it. Hello, everyone. So let's have a look what we've got going on. So acrylic block. Now I have attached all of the products to the show. I'm just going to pop that up there while I just show you these products very quickly. These are all linked to the show, and as you can see, the two dyes are what I'm going to be using in the show as well, so check those out. They are linked to the show. Okay, right, so how I did that by myself, I don't know. So acrylic block, here we go. So you're going to take your ink pad. Can we still use the top right corner as well? Oh, didn't like that. Oh, there we go. So ink pads. So let's. Tina says, when are the UK getting the last USA goodies? So you got the stencils, Tina. There's still more. I know. I'm just picking my time, biding my time. So I'm going to ink up this block with the ink pad, and we'll go. You can mix it up. You can do it wherever you want. So we'll go half up in pink. And then we'll do teal at the bottom. Like a swipe, just get some ink on there. It doesn't matter how you get it on there, I guess. I'm trying to do it without getting mucky. And then you just take your spray bottle and you spray it with water. And if you want to get a nice blend in the middle, you can tap in the middle so the pink meets the teal and you get a nice purpley colour, but you don't have to do this, but it's personal preference. Play around. We are messing with ink, right? So, you know, play around with it. And then, I'm just going to pick this up and clean this here. And then the ink on here, I'm going to transfer onto my card blank. Now I'm just going to open my card blank, so I don't make a mess. I'm just, so when you tip it, you're probably going to get a drip, and that's fine because I've oversprayed it. So then I'm going to take the block and I'm just going to pop it straight down the centre of this card. And when I press it down, the ink will all sort of like combust together, giving us quite a cool background. Don't worry if you get the bleed around the end, it looks cool. Give the card the opportunity to drink the ink. And then when you lift it off, you end up with a cool panel. Woohoo! Look at that. It helps if it's all right. It's not the straightest, but it's okay. See how you've look at. I've even got a little bit of check to detail because this acrylic block's got some check to detail in there. Look, that looks cool, right? Now you can over lay with your stencils. You can absolutely be as creative as you want. So I'll just set this aside because that needs to dry. I'll just mop up that big puddle. My tissue. Oh, I've smudged it now. Whose idea was that? So I'm going to have to do it again. I'm going to add another panel on top to get rid of my smudge. So let's do it again. It is quite simply what I've just done. So ink. Spray with water. So I'm doing this because I've made a hash of my nasty line there. So I'm just going to take it a little bit further, try and do it as straight as I can, and then that's going to get rid of that awful mess I've just made. Even though I have a big puddle again, it doesn't matter though, because we'll cut into it. This time I'm going to bring the puddle to the middle. There we go, look at that. So just messing around with a block, I've got quite a nice background there. I'm absolutely chuffed with that. Now, I'm not going to do what I did earlier. I ain't going to touch it. Let me just grab here. I'm not going to touch it and ruin it. I'm going to just let that dry, and it'll dry like that, hopefully. So let's just tidy my station because there's ink going everywhere. So don't touch and don't be impatient. Put it to one side. That looks good. Come on, spam me some hearts on TikTok. It'll help grow me my channel. Can we get to, normally we get to about 3,000 hearts on TikTok. I'm currently at 473 and it's going up. So come on, get me to that 3,000 mark. Oh, we've got some more people over on other channel. We've got look at all the high fives and hearts on there. Check you out. So let's not tempt fate. Let's just move this out of the way. Look at that. That looks cool. I'm chuffed with that. So I'll move this onto the back. Let it dry. We'll come back to it. So the second technique I want to show you, which is quite a cool inky technique, is you're going to need some cellophane of some form. So if you've got a stamp that's got like a carrier sheet, let me just grab one from down here because I have a ton, as you all know, or a bag from one of like this, a plastic bag. These are cool, right? So let me just get another cleaning cloth here. I like to keep a tidy station, as you all know. Tidy desk, tidy mind. Tim, have you just put please send gifts to support? You mean hearts? Gifts cost money. Alright, okay. We're still new to this, guys. Me and Tim's figuring it out. There's me like thinking Tim's asking you to send me money. I'm like, oh, he's not. We're still learning. Oh, we've got some more from New York. We've got one from Staten Island as well. Welcome. I love your company, guys, if you hadn't gathered. So you need a cello bag for this particular technique. Let me just pop it up here. So let's do some different colours. Let's do a teal. So this is how you get cool backgrounds. So ink on your mat, spray with water, and then you pick up the ink with the bag, like so. So the ink goes on the bag. Can we see? The ink is on the bag. Then you take your card. Let's lay this flat. And then you lay the ink onto the card without getting it in the hash. So they don't look great to start, and then you press down. Tap, tap, tap. And then when you pull away, you end up with a beautiful background. How cool is that? I know! You can all thank me later. Now, if you wanted to do like layers of intensity with the same colour, let that dry a little bit. In fact, we can just dry that off a little bit. And then go back on top. If you do this technique like whilst it's all wet, you'll still get a great effect. It'll all blend into one though. So I like to sort of like layer. So do one dry one, do one dry one. So again, I'm going to pick it up, the ink, like so, so it's on there, and then we can reapply a second layer on top. You see? That's good, right? So now we need to change the colour. So I'm just going to mop that up, clean that. And let's do pink. I've used the same, oh no I haven't, I've used a different teal. So this time we're going to lay some pink on there. So we'll do a corner of our ink. It looks like a night sky. It does. It does. So this time we'll spray, and it all depends how, if you want a really light colour, spray with a ton of water. If you want intense, spray with less. Okay, so I'm just going to pick up that ink, best we can, like so. It's on there, you can only just see it, it is there. Then just move in our card, and then we'll pop it straight in the centre here. Look at that. Let's just get a bit more on there. We'll try and get a bit of naked pink over here on its own. Look how you get the unique background. So let's add one more colour. We'll go through a 3-colourer. Carol says this works really well with bubble wrap. Absolutely. Let's add a yellow. And if you don't put it all the way down, you can end up with like a line formation as well. Get that ink to transfer. Look at that. I have to say I'm chuffed with that. Let's pick some more yellow up. Making a greeny colour as well. So that, them lines are my fingernails, but that's because of the card underneath. It's a very absorbent card on there. Cling film is good for wrinkly as well. Yeah, it absolutely is. So you could absolutely go to town with that one as well. So that's that one. Let's put this on the back. Have I got any questions? If you've got any questions about craft, if you're brand new to craft, you've just come along with me on TikTok, ask away. So I've got 2 to go at there, 2. I'm going to do another one here. So very similar technique. So I'll just dry this with a tissue. So I'm going to do another creative background here. So same cello bag. Just make sure it's dry. And what we're going to do this time is you're going to use a sticky ink. So sticky ink like so. So a sticky ink. And then what we're going to do is, let me just find the right one. Now you can do gold, and we can do a clear as well. Let's do gold. So this is another cool technique. So all you're going to do is you're going to take the sticky ink pad and you're just going to put the sticky ink pad onto the cello bag. Just tap, 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 tap. You can't see it, it's clear. And then we're going to take the card. And then all we're going to do is we're just going to take the cello bag with the card, with the sticky ink on. I'm just going to pop it down onto the card and we're just going to tap. Oh, tap. So it's like sporadic. I'm hoping it actually sticks to this card because this card is a very uncoated cardstock. Very, very uncoated, I must say. So I'm going to try and get some transfer, see what happens. And this is going to give us like a marble, like a Jupiter, you know, the textured background, hopefully. Hopefully, I don't think anything of that's gone onto that card because this card just does not want to take it. Try again. Might work better on texture. No, it's not working. It's not going across. Not as much as I'd like. There is a little bit on. I'm going to stick with it. So I'm just trying to transfer that sticky ink onto this card blank, but in a sporadic, awkward way, if that makes any sense at all. And I can see that it is going across, but it is taking some manipulating and some moving around. The card itself is a really, really uncoated card. Let's just see if that's going to... It is there. I don't know if you guys can just see it. It's just there. So let me add some gold to that and let's see if it sticks. If it doesn't stick, it didn't work. But that's why we have Mighty Mondays, right? Because you all like me to be the guinea pigs. But I've seen this technique done really well on maybe a smoother card rather than this uncoated card. But we'll try, right? If it sticks, it sticks. And it has in some places. You can see there's my fingernail marks in there as well. Just see that there? So let's heat set this. Now if you've not seen embossing powder before, this is quite a texturized way to use your embossing powders. There is neater ways, but because we're doing inky, techniquey background ideas, this is just an alternative way to get texture on the back of your cards rather than the traditional that we all do probably most days. So let me just clean this off. How do you send hearts on TikTok? I think there is just, if you tap the screen, tap it with your finger, just tap, 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 then the hearts should just come up, I think. I'll know if you're doing it, because there you go. Did you just do it? Oh, there she goes. I'm at 2.2k hearts. Woohoo! Right, so Barbara likes this technique. Cool. So let's heat set this one. Now you're going to need a heat gun for this. And this is just going to give us a random goldy background. Don't judge it on the paper as it stands. Get your gun hot. So then all we're going to do is we're going to get the gun hot. Show you in a second when I've heat set it what it looks like. Now you're all going to get a variation of looks dependent on what card you're trying to do, and I nearly gave up on this, but I have to say heat setting it, the texture is incredible, and I'll show you in a second. You would not be able to get this look or this texture without that cello bag. It looks honestly, this is going to be the best. Persevere with it. You saw me just, you know, really persevering with it. Nearly gave up, but I didn't. Wait till I show you this. Look at the texture, the spots, the dots. Look at that. Oh, right. Now my creativity's going. I'm in the mood. So obviously that would make a great card blank. You could put something on the top of that if you wanted to, but I'm gonna cut this. Right. Which is the best two backgrounds? Let's bring them in. They're drying nicely, look. So we've got this one drying nicely, and this one is actually drying quite nicely as well. So let me just dry both of these off. Yay! We've surpassed the hearts. Well done, guys. Thank you, everyone. It is really cool, yeah. But it looks a bit grotty just on a card blank, doesn't it? So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you. So let's tidy this up. I think we'll use, I like this a lot. This is my norm. This is what I would do normally, isn't it? So let's go with these two for now. So I'm going to cut this away from the card blank and make a nice topper. Watch. Now you're just showing up. Right, so I'm going to cut this down. So I'll just cut it from the card blank. So let's cut it down. So let's give it a nice clean trim so it's nice and tidy. Like so. So we've got our nice coloured panel. And then we're going to do a smaller panel with the gold. So let's cut the best piece of this gold out. Cut this a bit smaller. This feels really thick now, guys, now that we've used that sticky ink. There we go, look. Right, that's what we're going with. So let's get the dies that I said we're going to use. So you might already have these dies. So it's these two that we're going to use. They're linked in both TikTok and everywhere else. Check out the prices, they're amazing. And we've got Set Me Free, which is that incredible bird, and we've got the detailed rose. We do not have a lot of these left, so this is the big, let's just show you, this is that big detailed rose, absolutely awesome. And then we have the bird. Now what am I going to use? I think we'll use this flower because I can cut into it. I don't think I can cut into the bird unless he needs to lose his wings. So let's use this one. So I'll take this one out. Love this die. So I'll just look at this here. I need to create a tool tin, look, for when I lose my dies, because my cedar rose bracelets really do. Look. We all need a cedar rose bracelet, guys. That's a great selling pitch if you're a die cutter. Right, I waffle on, I digress. Right, let's get some black. Now we need to make these pop, so I'm going to stick this onto here. So instantly we've got our gorgeous background sticking on the back there. Let's just get some glue. Hopefully this is not blocked. There's some in it. We'll soon find out, won't we? Hello Toni and everyone, crafting with Bev. Hi sweetheart. Hilarious, I know. It's a laugh a minute in here. So let's stick this onto the black. I'm just going to do the thinnest of borders, the smallest I could possibly get away with. Like so. so, and then we'll trim this down. We'll put this on the other side and we'll cut this down. Amanda says she loves her cedar rose bracelet. I know I've got my black one on today. It matches my outfit with the star on. Because I'm a superstar. Aren't we all superstars, right? In our own way. If you are a cedar rose fan, got something very special on TikTok tonight at 6 o'clock for you all, just before. Amanda, heads up for you there, darling. So that's the gold, and there's our back panel. So let's trim these down. So we've got our nice sort of vivid textured gold background there, which is beautiful. Then we've got our coloured panel. And then let's just bring in a card blank. And what we'll do is, because it's this side, so we'll have we don't want white at the top and white at the bottom, so I think we'll go all the way on top. Just trim the bottom off a little bit. Oh, it's just the back panel. I need a full card. What am I doing? Let's just get a full card. Here we go. And we'll put it right to the top and just trim the bottom off. See what that looks like. So there we go. So we've got our card blank with our nice pattern piece with our cellar bag onto a bit of black. Then we've got our gold panel going on here. And then I'm going to grab a piece of the black. Oh, it would look good in so many different colours, this actually. And we'll just run this one through our machine. Now I have linked the machine to the show, so check that out. The best machine ever. Cuts like butter. So we're gonna. So what I want to do is, and I've told you this sort of like hint technique. When you put your item onto here, if you put this onto your cardstock like so, and you run this through this machine, the machine's going to struggle, and it's not the machine. It's because the metal die is trying to cut into something absolutely rock solid. Really difficult. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to put a piece underneath. Like so. So piece underneath, then your piece, and then we're going to run this through. And it's got something to cut into. And we're just going to make sure I put my door down. Cool techniques using cellophane, says Lisa. Yeah, just an alternative way we like to use. This is what Mighty Mondays are all about. Using things in an alternative way, or maybe digging out your stash that you've not played with for a while. You know. So just to show you exactly what I mean. She says. Can you see how you can, if you're careful pulling it apart, you can end up with an... show you here. So there's another technique. Can you see the detail? Hopefully you can see. So if you're careful pulling it apart, you could cut into that now and have that as an embossed piece on a card. Sentiment. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, the bottom one won't cut through though. It's just there to support the cutting of your detailed one. Okay, so I'll just move that out of there. So when you take this out of here, I'm just going to show you very quickly. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. Probably ears are rattling now. Just going to get my little brush tool here. And I've got my pokey tool as well, which has got the end in to get it out. But what I like to do first of all is I like to brush, because it's a detailed die. And you can do it on this side as well, that helps. And then with your pokey tool, pop it into the little pin. There's little pinholes. Pop through all of the pinholes. And any bits you want to pop out, you can obviously do with your tool if you want to. And then you just take it out. Now this is super delicate, so be careful with it, okay? Some of you, most of you have probably got this one actually, have you? Most of you got this one? And then pop out the little bits and pieces. You end up with a beautiful sort of like flower design. Now this is probably going to be too big for my card. I have actually torn it there. Can you see I've just left, there's my other leaf there. Don't think I'm going to need it, but I'm going to take it just in case. So we'll just move this out of the way. And then, now the cool thing when it's big is you can obviously, I need to pop out the pieces, overlay it straight onto the background if you wanted to. Just grab my scissors and just tidy that off there. See how cool that, just so cool, right? However you wanted to place it, play around with it. But I was thinking more, and that's what I'm going with. So I've got this. Onto my card. And then this one, I'll do flat today. I need to remember to get some pads. And then we'll put our gold texture panel in the centre. $6.6k hearts, woohoo! Thank you so much everyone for supporting the channel. We're 5 weeks young on TikTok. And then this piece here, I am gonna actually just glue in some of the areas. So I'm just gonna grab the seller bag here, just pop a bit of glue on here. I'm just gonna take this and dip it into the glue. It picks up. I don't want the edges to stick. I just want the detail part to stick. Now, where am I gonna stick it? Oh, I've just had a rose sent. Thank you so much, guys. So I'll put that on there like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my acrylic block. I'm just going to sit it on to hold it down while it glues. So that's going to glue in place there. So whilst that's there, let's see if I've got a sentiment to hand. Now you could use a stamped sentiment. You could use a sticker sentiment from your Create a Card kits. Just tidy up a little bit whilst I'm down here. Well, whatever you want. So let me just see if I've got my washi tape one, so let's do washi tape. Good luck on your engagement. Can you see I've cut some more, guys? I've topped up, I've cut some more. Be strong. You made my day. Let's go for this one. Let's just trim it down a little bit, 'cause it's a bit wonky donkey. And then this is going to go somewhere on my flower. And that is it. Like so. And there you have your own creative background. I'm sure you've all got die cuts. If you like this one, you can get this one. But look at the texture, the layers, the dimension. That back is really cool, isn't it? I mean, we do papers that can achieve that for you, but sometimes it's nice to be a little bit creative, get a little bit of ink on your fingers and just have some fun. What do we think? Did you like that? Who's going to be trying it? Who's going to be trying it? So, just a quick recap. If you like the products, you know where to go. TikTok, they're linked in TikTok shop. We can sort that for you. They are pinned to the show, and anywhere else you know where to go. So that's the end of today's Mighty Monday. Something a little bit different for you there. And if you've got any requests on what you want me to do in our Monday shows, you can always drop me a message or tell me tonight in the 6 o'clock live. Now I'm live again tonight at 6 o'clock, and that's more of a chat session. So we talk about what's happening with Stamps by Me, shows, etc., exciting news and things like that. And we always try and get a cheeky demo in using something that we've launched as well. So whatever you're doing, have a wonderful afternoon. I'm going to love you all and leave you all. I've got a chicken and stuffing sandwich for me right now, and it's calling me. And I will see you all tonight at 6 o'clock. Take care, guys. Bye.